All I do is punt.
Best offensive player and their best defensive player.
Another week of multi, we have gone and cooked it.
Got set up, got a winner. This week has to hit, lads.
But you see, it's not me, it's not even Jamie. It's a curse, it's the worst, it's a real shame.
We can't win, we're to blame. I might just change my name. Our multi, we've fucked it.
We can't win,
We can't win. It's a sin. Our multis in the bin, bin, bin. We can't win. We can't win. It's a sin. Our multis in the bin, bin, bin. Oh, oh, oh.
we can't win.
Hey team, just a heads up before the pod this week. Audio is not great. We had a bit of an echo going on with one of the microphones and it was playing funny buggers. Did me best to try and make it as listenable as possible, so appreciate you sticking with it. We'll definitely have this sorted for next week, but enjoy regardless.
Welcome to the Outback to Endzone podcast. All the boys in the studio tonight. I don't get the pleasure of listening to the pre-song because I'm about to duck off to work, but I do look forward to hearing your terrible rendition of whatever song you choose. How are we, gents?
I'm good. I'd be better if I didn't have to partake in that song. But anyway, we'll move on.
That's not what Aiden said. He told me he's so excited for this one. He could not be keener. It's the only reason he rocks up every week is just to do his song.
That's it. Well, we've got a special guest podcast producer today, my young fella. So if anything goes wrong, we'll blame Paddy. But we'll get straight into it. Across the end zone. Jamie, hit the stinger.
We cross live to three blokes with absolutely zero sources.
Rightio, I'll start us off tonight, lads. I'm going to the cricket. How good was it to see the Aussie girls get up in the T20 World Cup yet again? Their run of dominance continues. They are on fire. They're the best cricket team in the world, and I don't see anyone stopping them anytime soon. 3 down with 17 balls to spare. 64 for Beth Mooney and 48 for Phoebe Litchfield. Big night for the girls.
Pizzlin. Absolute pizzlin. Stick that up, your poms. You might be better at soccer, but you're not better at women's cricket. We are genuinely unbelievably good at women's cricket. The dominance has been crazy.
They are so good, those girls. But just quickly while we're on the cricket, did you hear about the mid-retirement of Ben Stokes?
Nah, what happened?
You probably know more about this than me.
Mid-test match, just goes, that'll do me. Boys on the collar and hangs up the boots. Then in the last innings, decides, you know what, I'm going to make it all about me again. I'm going to fucking open the batting. The most Benny Stokes things you've ever seen. Just me. But
Yeah, fair. Ben Stokes is a beautiful player, but just a lot about Ben Stokes. That's all he cares about.
Ben Stokes' best mate is Ben Stokes.
Yeah, classic Pom. Would drink his own bathwater.
But yeah, the women's dominance, I think it really comes down to Australia's buy-in to women's cricket. They've been with the WBBL. Women's cricket has been on the agenda for Australian sports for over a decade now, and the rest of the world are trying to catch up, and they just can't because Australia have set that grassroots women's cricket down, and that is why you put time into grassroots women's sport. It'll be the same with Aussie rules. I know obviously Aussie rules isn't a global sport, but you put the time into it now and the standard will continue to grow. And yeah, good on the Aussie girls. They're the most dominant world sports team probably since the All Blacks.
Yeah, 100%. And like you look at how much talent they've got, but then also how much young talent they've got, like with the likes of Phoebe Litchfield, Annabelle Sutherland. They've got some seriously recruiters. Lana King is another one. Like all young ones coming through, so they're going to be good for a long time.
Yeah. Moving on. So my one, we're going to the baseball, the MLB, and I touched on this bloke a couple of months ago, I reckon, on the pod. But Travis Bazzana, he's the former #1 pick first Aussie to ever get picked number 1. And in his rookie season, he's made the All-Star team. A phenomenal achievement. He's hit 7 home runs, batting at .255, 27 RBIs, and he's the Cleveland Guardians' leadoff hitter. So he's the opening batter for every innings, every week, which doesn't happen to rookies, I'm told. Not a big baseball man, but I'm a big follower of Travis Bazzana, follower of Outback to Endzone too. So good man for doing that. But incredible. 4th Aussie ever to make the MLB All-Star team. As a rookie too, this boy's got a really bright future.
I can tell you the first thing about baseball. Home runs and foul balls and strikeouts, that's about how you sorted. So I'll leave it up to you, boys.
Yeah, well, he plays for the Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Their stadium, I'll just say, is incredible. When we walk past, we didn't even go in, but when we walk past it on the way to the basketball, geez, that's a nice looking stadium. The old have you been?
Yeah, we went. I saw a bloke hit 3 home runs in the game. Edward Session or something. He was a good player.
Can't be a better stadium than San Francisco Giants at Oracle Park where you need dingers into the water.
Yeah, Yankee Field's pretty good. Yankee Stadium's pretty
Yeah,
good too.
Yankee Stadium. That was pretty nuts.
It's a crazy sport, baseball. It is. For a lot of Aussies probably don't follow, like I don't follow baseball that well, but when you go, it's very similar to cricket in the way that you go there and it's entertaining. It's just Sunday. It's like day drinking. It's just.
It is. I actually genuinely enjoyed going to baseball more than I did the NBA. Like, it was so much fun.
I've heard that it's very similar to cricket and it's got a lot of day drinking and sitting and eating and drinking, and it sounds like my kind of sport.
Yeah, the one thing I don't get is it's like a Wednesday afternoon and you'll have 50,000 or 30,000 at the baseball. Like, don't these blokes have jobs? And women have jobs?
People going, yeah.
Like, how do you fill out a state? Imagine if the Aussie rules was just 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. Like, you get about 3 people to the game.
If you're lucky, yeah. Just shows how big America is and how big American sports is, eh?
Exactly right. Jamo.
Yeah. Moving on to a bit of tennis. I'm not going to pretend I'm the biggest tennis nuff going around, but something I do get around is a bit of Wimbledon because I think it's the greatest tournament, probably greatest tennis tournament going around. At the moment, we've got Novak Djokovic and Yannick Sinner. They're playing off in the semi-final. Boys, this is going to be a cracker. The old and new. Hey? It's not that Djokovic has done it. Can't this bloke, like, good lord, he just does it time and time again. How old is it? He's hit that one on this old James sort of Scott Penalty.
I'm not the biggest Novak fan, so I sort of was hoping that he'd fuck off a little bit, to be honest, because he's a French. But yeah, he's so good. He's clearly the greatest tennis player of all time. My arguments for Roger the Dodger Federer aren't null and void anymore because Djokovic is just, he's a bit like Tom Brady, just doesn't get worse. Sinner, to me, the last few years has been pretty dominant though, so I would be putting my money on Sinner.
Yeah, Sinner's got absolutely pants him in this. And then in the other sort of, still in the quarterfinals, no one really coming through that's sort of take my eye. Alexander Zverev, he's probably the name. I think he's second seed coming up against 7th, but he's not actually the favourite in that matchup. Really? I can't remember the fella he's coming up against.
Is Demon Orr still in it?
Oh, mate, he doesn't
He makes it to the quarters or wherever he's ranked, and then he bundled out.
You know, they say he's the best 3-round tennis player.
Yeah. Beats who he should beat, but can't beat anyone above him.
Come on, Demon, give us up the cheerful face. Come on. But yeah, that's getting the tennis at the moment. The women's as well. They're can't say I recognise a lot of names. Coco Gauff, she was the only one that I sort of registered.
I did see on the news the other day, Iga Swiatek or whatever her name is. She's the one that dominates. She got knocked out pretty early, so early than she should have been. To be honest, I'm normally a Wimbledon fan, but with this World Cup happening, I have not paid a second of attention to it.
It's like a good segue.
Yeah, the stinger jar.
World Cup, worldwide, prestige, without doing.
Why is it changed every recording?
It's good though. It's getting worse and worse. I love it. This is what I love. We're going to go 30-second speed rounds through the round of 16 games so far. So I'll start off with Jamo, then I'll go to Aid, then I'll go to me. We'll keep just going around. So Jamo, first up, we've got Brazil, Norway.
What a game. What a game. Brazil should have won this. They absolutely should have won this. Neymar missed a penalty. They had multiple opportunities early on to try and snag a few goals. But my man, the big Game of Thrones looking motherfucker, Jimmy Haaland. Oh my God. He just went bang, bang, put Norway through, row your boat through to the finals. Jeez, Norway looked tough. They're looking good.
They're paying us, heard on Bill Simmons' podcast, $17 to win it all. If they win it all, that would be just insanity.
Imagine the boat, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is the furthest they've ever made it.
Yeah.
They haven't played the World Cup since 1998. I did not know that. That was insane.
Well, they didn't have Jimmy Haaland back then.
Yeah, well, very good. Just before we move on, all three of us tipped Brazil, so that's 0-1 for the boys. We'll head to Azteca. This was insanity, the best game of the tournament for me. Turn, Mexico, England.
100% the best game of the tournament. 2-3 England. I called it. I said it was going to be high scoring. And I said 2 goals a side, but England went. There it was. Why didn't I make it a multi? I guarantee because I'm an idiot. But what a game this was, fellas.
Hey, Jude.
Oh, he's so good.
Oh, my God.
He's so good.
He's a star, isn't he?
He is so good. And I think the thing with it is, like, they were down to 10 men with 60 minutes. And then they've literally just said, we are putting all our tall centre-backs on and we're going to just park the bus. And Mexico just peppered, but couldn't break through.
As Jamie said in our Back to Endzone group chat, the handbrake was firmly clamped.
Ripped it up.
Imagine if, I was listening to another podcast today, imagine if Mexico had scored. England would have been cool. They had Harry Kane, all their good players on the bench. They would just defend. Goes to penalties, you're going to have your fullback or your fucking back pocket trying to line up for tens.
Even extra time, what they would have.
The damn wall would have busted.
Yeah,
I hope they keep going, though, because how good is Oasis? Wonderful.
Oh.
Post-game, it's getting better and better.
Make sure you check the O2E socials because we make sure we post it every time. It gets as good as it gets. Next game, Portugal, Spain. My team versus Intern's team. Spain got the dub 1-0. Ronaldo Tada. I think Ronaldo showed he was a little bit washed this World Cup. Spain, my boys, my tip for the World Cup. I heard a stat today. They've conceded, they've had a estimated score of 1.5 goals this whole tournament. Clearly the best defense in the tournament. That is what is going to get them to go further. They play Belgium next game. They'll get through that. Then it's against France, so that'll be a humdinger in the semis. But my boys, Spain, my only bone to pick is I've gone Lamine Yamal, kick a fucking goal, mate.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I tried to pump you up and say this is going to be household name, mate. You've kicked one snag the whole tournament.
He can't find the crew, and there's only 10 other blokes out now.
I'm taking Nestri Ericunda over Lamine Yamal at this point.
They kicked the same amount of goals, so... Next game, we have the US versus the team I just mentioned, Belgium. Jamo.
Oh, what a game again. Hey, the USA defense looked about as good as Johnny Depp's ex-Mrs. Defense. It's great, and it's got lots of dirty asses into it.
Lots of dirty asses.
Good Lord. And they bought my man Dirk Doku off the pine.
And De Bruyne.
And Lukaku.
Yeah, they're just... resting all their good players, so we don't need to pump them.
Belgium walked into this game, they didn't even blink at who they'll come up against. They thought it was a friendly.
Did you see Lukaku celebrating?
Yeah.
He did the double trouble shuffle. Fucking jam out the USA. It might be your home World Cup, and fuck off.
That's the exact same celebration that Adam does every time he wins Garts, guaranteed. I'm doing this on my last question. Oh, that was, they really put USA to the bed there, and I felt bad for all their fans that had sort of rolled out. They showed up, the American fans, and I think that's what's made the World Cup so good is like the fandom that's actually been there on the ground. So not a bad run through. I think they'd be pretty happy reflecting on that, but geez, Belgium all of a sudden look a little bit dangerous, don't they?
It was funny, Belgium crawled over Senegal, stole that, and you think, oh, the US are just going to win. And then I think, so if we went through the tips, Aiden's on one, I'm on one, and Jamie's on one too. The rest we've got all wrong so far. So we're really good at guessing soccer games. But Belgium just crawled into this round of 16 and then they put out a bit of a statement that we are a top 10 nation in the World Cup. So next game over to Argentina, Egypt. And I was paying a little bit of attention working night shift last night on this game. Boys, this was a fucking controversy, humdinger, goals, Messi, block penalties by Messi. It was a cracker. Argentina 3 beat Egypt 2. Mo Salah had one where he stole it. He would have had the length of the field one-on-one with the goalie. Gets called a soft foul that wasn't there. We all got this tip right. It was probably the obvious one. Not probably, it was the obvious one. Egypt put the almighty scare upon the Argentines.
Argentinians, I think they're called.
Argentinians, but they're through.
I couldn't believe it when I checked the scores and they were down 2-0. I said, maybe the Aussies, look, we should be giving Egypt more respect than what we had because they were beating, one of the best teams in it. And then Argentina just, as they do,
Find a way
to win. Very good watch. I did call that they win 3-0. It was 3-2. At least I got the Argentinian score.
Bit of a leaky defence, hey, geez. I wish I got to watch this one because I woke up and just seeing some of the scenes. Old Daniel Hughes, the punter from FSU, was down there at the game, and it just looked like an unbelievable atmosphere. So watching Argentina come back and get that win, that would have been pretty cool. When was that last goal kicked? It was like 3 minutes in extra time.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that would have been a fun one to watch.
There's been a team that have sort of scraped through, like Cape Verde just got through, haven't hit their straps, but they're one of the best teams, reigning champs. They made it to the final 8. So, final game, Sweden-Colombia, turn.
Yeah, this one, I didn't watch any of it, but I'm sort of glad I didn't look at the score. It was a 0-0 draw, through extra time as well, and into pens, and Sweden got it done. 4-3 in the pens. I didn't even watch the penalty shootout, so if either of you did.
Was it Sweden or was it Switzerland?
Switzerland, sorry. Yeah, Switzerland. Sorry.
Yeah, Switzerland.
But yeah.
I didn't even know Switzerland were any good at soccer.
No.
I saw the new Colombia were. I didn't think they were this good. But Switzerland, I thought they were terrible. Been to Switzerland, ice, snow, beautiful country, expensive as all fuck. Most expensive country I've ever been to. Remember, sorry, totally off topic, but we went to like a noodle box for dinner, me and my wife, and I reckon noodle box like noodles cost me like $53 for like a little box of noodle box. It was outrageous. 3 days we pretty much didn't eat because we just didn't have any money left.
The old 7-Eleven borrowing.
Yeah. It would have been ideal. Maybe that's what we need to do. Put a 7-Eleven in Switzerland, make some affordable food.
Good Lord.
But so that's it, a World Cup recap. I suppose, do we reassess now who we think is going to win, or do we go again?
Well, I'm still alive, so.
Well, that's true, you are.
I've got, with the upcoming games, we've got France versus Morocco, Spain versus Belgium, Norway versus the English, and Argentina versus Switzerland.
Quick tips?
We'll go France for no, fuck it, I'm going Morocco.
Yeah, go Morocco. The boys.
Spain, Belgium, I'm taking Spain.
As well.
I'm going Belgium.
Yeah,
Belgium and Norway, England?
UK.
England.
Me, UK 2-1.
Yeah.
Argentina, Switzerland.
Haven't Argentina been kissed on the dick with their run into them?
We did call this, though, a few weeks ago with Chons, you might on the pod, but he said, like, the draw opened wide up for the Argentines to get to the Final Four.
The Argentinians.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's only a handful of games left in the World Cup. It's quite sad.
Do you know what the hardest bit is? Jeremy Doken has given 10 goals in 2 games, 3 games.
That'd be the great.
He's still in the tournament.
Yeah.
They've gone deep, but the problem is he's been put to the bench and can't score.
Yeah, he's a goal assessment.
They did say, when I was listening to, I didn't watch the US game because that was over before it started sort of thing, but they did say he was playing with them when he came onto the field, just toying.
Yeah, I was watching him. He was taking an absolute Mickey Mouse.
Our all their Golden Boot selections are still in. Yeah. So Yamal, Doku, and I think I'm leaning with
Dembele.
but it wouldn't be hard to be leading like we've got one on this side, 0 on this side.
I'm just back and forth on Doku to slip one in and try and get it up the mid mile. I just don't want to come last.
Cons is the one. We put the podcast out, the clip out this week. He has been onto it.
Yeah.
Oracle, England and France on opposite sides of the draw too. There's your final. But if it's to happen, I was talking to him last night, they're going to have to score, Haaland's going to have to score 2 or 3 and lose for his golden boot to come through.
Tough.
Very good. Well, we're going to move on. We might just do a little bit of an audible. I might go to my next segment because if I have to take off mid-pod, we'll go there. So we're going to go a different one. It's called the Outback GM today. Jamo, you got a stinger for that?
This will be good.
Welcome to the Outback General Manager with your host, Adam Toohey.
I think that was worse.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Give me 3 seconds to come up with this. You decide you want to start a new segment 5 minutes before we start the podcast. I can't make this thing that quick.
Oh my god.
Well, stay tuned. We'll have one in a in a episode down the line. The way this works, boys, you go head to head. Well, head to head, you're both just picking a team. I'm giving you 5 players, quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end. You've got to pick the best offense you can with the either or. So first up, quarterback. We've got Caleb Williams or Justin Herbert.
Pick your quarterback.
I'm taking Caleb.
Well, that works for me because I was going to take Justin Herbert, so perfect.
Herbie and Caleb.
This is like, I'm happy with that.
Next one we have Devon Achan. Or what's his saying his name is now? No, he's Achan, yeah. Etienne is Achan as well. Devon Achan and Jameer Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Both taking Gibbs. We like that.
Why is that even in the conversation?
He's underrated. He is a fucking gun.
No, I couldn't agree more. I only use it.
Oh, you can have his name.
No, I only is better than the
Jameer
best
Gibbs.
running back in the competition. Or top 3, I should say.
Hence was they shouldn't be in the same conversation.
Next one, we have Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Chase.
Jetters.
Oh, really? You're taking Jetters over Chase?
Because Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in
How many yards do you have last
I've
year?
been through this so many times. Oh, yeah, but that's because he's got the worst fucking quarterback in the league throwing the ball to him. Give him Joe Burrow throwing the ball. Once you put up 7,000 yards. I couldn't give a fuck.
I'm happy with that.
Jealous.
Wide receiver 2. Nico Collins or Drake London. Big body receivers.
Taking Nico. Nico's best is way better than Drake.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So Nico for me too.
Both taking Nico.
Drake
And
is very underrated. Personally. I think he's a
signed a big deal too,
he's
Drake
a-
London.
Potential. He's got a higher ceiling.
We're going to the tight end position. 2 old timers, Georgie Kittle and Travis Kelce.
George Kittle. I think he's a more all-round receiver. He's a better blocker. Tight end, better blocker, better route runner. Travis Kelce's probably got better hands, but that's my take.
Yeah, you got to take Kittle. You have to take Kittle.
So what's our squads looking like then? Quarterbacks, Herbert,
Caleb.
both got Gibbs, Chase, Jetters, both Nico, both Kittle. Jamo can put that simulation together and see who wins. And let us know who you would take in the comments.
Yeah, who's got the better team? That's who you want to let us know. And why wasn't me?
Moving on, we'll go to the Roy.
Yeah.
I'm on an island.
Forget Love Island. Everyone should watch Intern Island.
Action.
Right. This week on the island, I'm going with the World Cup. And I'm about to tell you, as we've said, we've watched the World Cup now. We've been heavily involved, heavily invested. We're all World Cup experts now. And I'm going to tell you how the World Cup plays out. The remainder of the tournament, how it plays out, who beats who, and anyway, we'll go from here.
You only get your crystal ball out.
Got your crystal ball, give it a rub, and then give a crystal ball a rub. So we've already been through. I've got France to beat Morocco, Spain to beat Belgium, the UK will beat Norway, and Argentina will beat Sweden.
Switzerland.
Switzerland, sorry. I keep doing it. My apologies. That means we'll have France versus Spain and UK versus Argentina to make it to the big dance through the World Cup final. France beat Spain, I don't think it's close. I think France win and win well. UK.
So you're saying Spain, who have the best defense this whole World Cup, get pummeled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moves on.
Disagree.
Then UK play Argentina. UK goes through. Why, you might ask? Argentina, as we've spoken about, have had the softest run out of a lot of it. They haven't played a better opponent than what they're going to when they come up against England. You see now, they play Switzerland, they'll walk through them, they'll come up against England. England have got way too much firepower, blow them out of the water. So that means our World Cup.
So you're calling 2 blowouts in the semis?
No, I'm sorry. I'm more meaning they'll win convincingly. I'm not saying.
What's convincingly, though?
Oh, you can, in a game of football, you can win convincingly and win 1-0 and just control the game.
Okay, that's fine.
So that means for third place will be a playoff between Spain and Argentina. And this is where Spain's run will end for you, Adam. And you're going to come
This
fourth
is outrageous.
because Argentina will win that and finish third. France versus the UK in the final. I've had a lot of time put into this, thinking about it. The whole time I've been very bullish on the UK since my men from Portugal got knocked out and what they've been able to do, the wins that they put on the board. But France are going to get it done, and France will be your World Cup winners. England second, Argentina third, Spain will be fourth. That is my World Cup predictions.
And that's wrong, because your island, you haven't got remotely close to anything in any one of your picks. Spain finishing fourth just is rubbish. It's just not going to happen. Hello, Paddy. He's made his entrance onto the little first appearance. He's standing there looking at me like a stunned mallet. But yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. Spain will win it. I just think everyone thinks France is going to win, and whenever everyone thinks a team is going to win, they don't win.
That's not true.
Probably think of a few circumstances where
But when I'm all mean like a tournament, like every year when you have someone go, say, the NBA Finals, everyone goes, San Antonio are going to win, San Antonio are going to win, New York win, even though me and Intern both picked New York.
I had it coming, didn't it? So.
But that's exactly right. Like, you go in and you're like, oh, this team. Whenever a team is so talked about to win a tournament, they never do. That's fact.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I see your point, but I don't like that's not a good argument.
I'm pretty sure Geelong in their dominant era and Hawthorn in their dominant era.
Hey, when Geelong won, lost in, was it 08? Yeah, they were, everyone told if it was
13, 14, 15, when Hawthorn was favourites every single one of those games, we walked in and we just won, and we were picked at the start
and
to win them.
And then 16 you were too, but that's right, Bulldogs knocked you out in straight sets.
Good on you. You won one premiership against the team that we won the year before. That's all right. Turn, I really like this, mate.
Thank you.
I think you're bang on. I think they're going to be some absolute humdingers, though. That's the only where I'll disagree. I think we're going to see penalties. We're going to see overtime. We're going to see high scorer matchups. That might be more of a hope than anything, but I don't think there's going to be any convincing wins. I think it's going to be go down there.
Good on you, though, mate, going on an island and picking the favourites. It's good on you.
No, he's picked
every single game.
And he's picked the favourite in every single game, probably. Maybe Argentina, Spain might be different.
I was about to say, Anyway, that's how I think the World Cup plays out. Let us know down below in the comments what you think.
Do you agree with that idiot, or do you agree with me?
Do you agree with this idiot or that idiot? The only game that I personally think my question is Norway versus the UK. I just think the UK will have too much firepower for Norway. And then other than that, the only other game that I think will be a question will be the final when it becomes France versus the UK. Fuck you.
Well, boys, that's my curtain call. I better get ready to go hit tonight shift.
The night shift. Jacket night shift?
Yeah.
What's the brown set?
There's the alarm. Yeah. Jamo used to run a little clothing line where he did a bit of retro fits, and he's gone searching through the archives, and that's what you've come up with, mate.
Yeah, I was going out of clothes for myself, and then I was having a look through some of the old jackets and saw that bad boy, and I was like, well, I can't wear it, so I may as well give it to someone that will. And wear it, I will. Yeah, wear it, I will.
You can find a second one, that'd be nice.
Oh, I was gonna say, it didn't fit you, it was getting given to. It didn't fit Adam, it was getting given to you. Not many people know two Browns fans. So.
We know three.
Yeah,
Big Tickle Monster too.
I know, too many.
Anyway, sayonara, boys. Good potting.
Who's giving you the odds? Your dad?
Guaranteed.
Gamble responsibly.
No, don't gamble at all. Not on that shit.
Rightio, mate. No secret that we didn't bounce back last week, but
Yeah. You were particularly pathetic.
yeah, well, do you know what I will say was the fact that I called it went to penalties. I feel like it should be worth something, but other than that, it was a dog shit.
Yeah, that was pretty ordinary. What'd you get? One leg?
Yeah, just. And it was the Essendon leg.
Yeah, I got 3 out of my 5. Murphy Reid had 19 disposals, and he had a 20th disposal.
Sent it to you.
2 seconds, 1 second after the
half a
siren.
second. He's literally like, the siren's gone and he's thrown it straight on his boot. I was like,
But then, and then Bont decided to let us down anyway.
Caleb.
And, Caleb Daniel, decided to let us down. Bont was another multi that I had. I had 4 multis missed by a leg on the weekend. So,
oh.
as they say, gamble responsibly, don't gamble on that shit.
Yeah.
But Caleb Daniel was he wasn't his little pain in the arse self run around racking the prune up, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there. Hey, do you think he'll be back next week? The North have a pretty soft draw.
Soft draw.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we move on. It's a new week. So lead us off, mate.
You want me to kick it off, mate? Well, given that Wimbledon fell to the quarters, and we spoke on this a bit earlier in the pod, we had Jannik Sinner versus Novak Djokovic. Joker, too old. Not for the young buck in the prime of his career. Jannik Sinner loves doesn't mind a bit of a drug shade of Jannik Sinner.
Bit of juice.
Yeah, he might have been done. I've got an Italian mate and he loves Jannik Sinner, and I always used to warn him up that he was a bit of a drug cheat. Apparently, his reason he got done was he had some form of Voltaren or steroid cream that was rubbed onto his an injury or something like that. That's how he got done.
Bit of Wayne Carey's painkiller, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm believing that, but I do believe that Jannik Sinner is going to win this in probably 3 sets, mate. I think it's going to be no dramas. So I've got Jannik Sinner to win, paying about $1.22 too from memory. I've also got that in my multi. Good one, Paddy.
We can't.
My next leg, I'm going over 6.5 quarters in Argentina versus Sweden.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay.
Reason being, I feel like I've been seeing more than 6 quarters in most games I've watched. I don't think I've watched a game where there's been less than 7.
I just like how you've blatantly said so many times you've got no idea, but that's okay. Continue.
No, I've got a good idea of this one. There's no way that doesn't go to 7 quarters. I'd be shocked. So whack that one in there. Now this is where we find a bit of value for the community. I've got both teams to score in UK versus Sweden. Reason being, I think there's no way that UK lose this. I think they're going to win. And also that there's no way that my man, Jimmy, the Game of Thrones operator, Haaland, doesn't bang at least one home, being the best striker in the World Cup. So I think it's going to be 2-1, 3-1, and I think that will mean that both teams will score. And that will give us $7 odds, which is pretty juicy. Not too bad, Slap your 50 on that. What does that give you? 350, I think.
Yeah, I'm not
much of a
I'm not good at maths, but I think that sounds relatively right.
350, something around that.
No.
7 5s is 35. Yep, that'll do it.
There you go, mate.
350, that gets us in the green.
No,
it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It gets us in the...
It gets you about $50 down instead of $400 down.
It's a lot better than 400, isn't it?
No, fair enough, mate. I don't mind it. Well, I'm going to follow on with my Intern Island, and I'm going to go with my World Cup tips.
Oh.
Yep.
Just for the round?
Just for this round, for the quarterfinals or whatever it's called. So I've gone pretty simple. France, Spain, England, Argentina, all to win, multi them together for about $3.30. So not mad value, nice little odds. Get us a little profit boost, and it'll put us I don't even know where I'm at, to be honest. I think I'm in the red, but not too bad. So I think it might nearly put us back in front.
You're
so,
not 400 in the red.
No, so I think I'm about $100 in the red. So that'll put us back in front, and we'll be happy days.
I don't mind that at all. I think Morocco, I've picked them to be a bit of a smoky, but surely France are too good.
Well, we can't be going much worse than where we are. So the way that we are, you watch all the teams that I've picked in the World Cup will get beat.
Oh, imagine they.
Oh my God! Imagine if France, Spain, England, and Argentina all lost.
Put that in a multi if you're listening. I reckon that might be the way to go. My only thing I have confidence in the moment is backing Essendon to lose every single week, but they're playing Brisbane, and I did make a promise that I wouldn't put Michaela's Brisbane Lions in any of Garts' guarantees. So I've had to leave that one in. I'm paying $1.02 anyway. What's on for the week for you? Who you got in footy?
Again, I'm not sure. Actually, I think we play clones because I think it might be my 100th open age game.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, don't quote me on that. I think I'm waiting on, as the numbers man at the footy club usually says, if it's someone's milestone on the Thursday or the Saturday of. So we'll wait and see. I think it is, though, if my maths are correct.
100th, but that.
Right, yeah, not many quality ones. But yeah, 10 or so senior games in there. So I'll wear that on my hat proudly now as a devoted touristman.
It's more than my one. So.
Yeah, so no, it'll just be footy for me. And then relatively quiet, I think. What about you?
Yeah, just moving house, mate. Watching a lot of footy. Not playing footy this week, and the back's still a bit crook, so not that moving house is going to really help that whole lot.
I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, hire someone to do the heavy lifting, hopefully. But yeah, just watching a lot of footy and kicking out, mate. Not too much on for me. World Cup action, geez. Plenty of sport going on this week.
Plenty going on.
We've got Wimbledon. We've got the World Cup. We've got a great round of footy. AFL was just like weekend, mate. I'm so excited for this run into finals. But yeah, I think that probably covers all of us, I reckon. Very exciting podcast guest on Saturday. Fingers crossed, hey.
Yeah, massive. So
Big Billy Levis.
Big Will Levis, hopefully. So keep your eyes peeled. That'll be one to look out for. But other than that, mate, we'll see you around like a result.
See you yourself.